On the south side of the greenhouse, where the sunlight comes in, I plan to use some timber frame half trusses spaced every 4 feet. And it was designed to use 4x6s, but unfortunately I can't get 4x6s. Everything is short in supply. The closest I could get is 5x6s, so I'm planning on cutting them down to 4 inches, and I'm going to cut them down with this device here that I got bolted onto my chainsaw. It's called the Timberjigg by Logosol. I've had this for maybe 15-20 years, and I haven't really used it that much lately, but I'm going to put it to use here. I just got a short 16-inch bar on this chainsaw and just a standard chain. I'm not going to mess around with a rip chain on there. I do have one somewhere if I can find it, but for just these few cuts I'm just going to go with the standard chain. And I got it set and spaced to cut 4 inches. So I'm going to get at that and see how it goes. Now let's take a look at it and see what we got. Well, that won't too bad. Looks pretty good. That's right on and flat at 4 inches. That was a 10-foot 5x6, and they cut through there pretty fast. I was a little surprised how well it did work. These are treated 5x6s. It looks like the treatment soaked in there pretty good. I wanted treated for inside the greenhouse because all the moisture you're going to have in there. That's a pretty flat cut. So that'll work alright. And I even got a little board now. Well, got a few more to go. This Timberjigg just attaches to the saw with some extending studs that stick out right where your normal studs stick out to bolt on the chain cover, and then you just use the same nuts to tighten the Timberjigg back on. This Timberjigg is made so you can start out with logs and cut them square and cut boards, and you just attach a guide to the log to start, but once you get a flat surface you can just set the Timberjigg to cut whatever thickness you want. For making the few cuts that I did, this worked pretty good, but I noticed it did start to get a little hot. The muffler is right there, and it heats it up pretty good in here when you're cutting wood. And the chain heats up a little bit, starts getting tighter. So if you had a whole bunch of wood to cut, or timbers to cut, I think I would probably go with some kind of sawmill, bandsaw, sawmill or something. But it does work pretty good if you need just to make a few cuts. But for me, I don't think I would want to be running this all day just to make some lumber. I would use something else, but in a pinch, it does work, and it works pretty good. It does take a lot of gas. Maybe if I had a bigger saw, that might help a lot. But it got the job done. Thanks for watching.